Got kids in the background playing basketball. It's starting to get dark, about ready to make them go inside. It's kind of chilly, but it's not that bad. We're going fishing tomorrow, so let's spin you guys around and take a look at what we got going on. Oh, we finally have this truck. This truck has been, honestly, a nightmare getting going. I got a good deal on it. Spit 2 spark plugs out, though, but not a horrible deal. We had Keith. We got that figured out. We're good to go. If you guys have ever had an issue with your personal property tax trying to get stuff cleared up when cars keep popping back up that weren't there from the time you got rid of them, and then like 4 years later they pop back on. Anyway, had to spend an extra probably $200 or $300 there just to pay it, and so I could get this thing licensed. So we got tags on it. We got our new Patagonia MT tires on. They've got maybe 100 or so miles on them now. If you guys don't know anything about the Patagonias, they are more of like a mud tire, but man, they are so quiet down the highway. Like they're not quite as bad as an all-terrain. They're actually better. They're probably between just an all-season or an all-terrain. Very quiet, awesome tire. It's all in how they're like a cupped. And this, if you want to go to Patagonia, Milestar Patagonia, they're a cup tire. In this center part that you're seeing here is the majority of what rides on the roads, where this stuff isn't sitting there doing that howling noise. So awesome tire. We're going to check the wear and stuff later on in other videos. So you guys wondering like, where does he get Rugburn? But anyway, I let Vanessa name this truck. She called the old yellow truck Macaroni, and this one she called, it just came out of her mouth, Rugburn. I'm like, where do you get Rugburn? So I don't know why, but if you guys aren't familiar with the King Ranch trucks, they've got the full, just like a regular, if you're at a ranch, saddles and stuff like that. You got saddle leather interior, all looks pretty nice. A few little spots here and there, stains that I'm actually still working on. The steering wheel's already starting to clear up. I've treated it a few times. I don't know, you guys comment if you want to see that video on what I use. Actually, I'll show you real quick. But this stuff, I'm going to get the actual stuff they recommend. This is like a 3-in-1, and it's kind of doing it. It's kind of cleaning it and kind of, these seats are so far behind that it needs like a complete conditioner that basically oil to soak in, and then it won't fade out as fast. Because this, within like a week, it gets lighter that quick with that stuff. So I need to do an actual better treatment at least one time, but definitely better there. Check tires. So let me show you this boat. Oh boy, getting this boat in here is actually an ordeal, but once it's in, it's actually better than having the regular bed where it fits in right, because it rides right here. So if you guys have one of these, this is a Bass Hunter Bass Baby. Okay, the original. One piece. These are, if you can see the seam, this is not a 2-piece. Most all of your other 2-man boats are 2-piece. It's got the wheels on the back. It's been around for how many years? I don't know how many years I've had it, but I think since I started Bass and Bonsai, this is what I've been fishing out of, my main boat. And you see me with Charles and other people and stuff like that, but this is the baby right here. So it goes in. What's cool is I can put it in by myself, and as I'm pushing it up, I may actually show you a video doing that, but you just kind of slide it up, and as long as you start getting this in between here, it's kind of a trick if you're on angle different, but like I'm straight here in the driveway, and hopefully where I'm fishing it'll be straight enough. You're gonna start sliding it up. In this first row right here, these catch first, so you just slide it up until those catch. Then you simply pendulum it, just lift up the back, and then it does this, and then it slides right down in here. And so there's no way this could like catch air and flap out, because this is a tonneau cover that's bolted down basically. So I've got one strap here, I've got a strap in the back, and I'm still not 100% sure, because you see I got a trolling motor. I'm just checking it out. This is kind of like its initial run, and I did a little bit of driving just to check it, but I stuck the seats and the batteries under here, and I'm not sure if I like this idea, but the batteries are so heavy I don't want to try to lift them up and in this truck. What do you guys think? There's Noah and Javier.
Gang, gang.
Whatever, these guys are nuts. They've been watching way too much TikTok, and kids, let your kids watch YouTube videos, not TikTok and all that other stuff. Anyway, trying to lift it up over the side of the pickup into here it was kind of a nightmare. The old truck, I was able to set them on the tailgate, jump on the tailgate, and then lift them into the boat. No big deal. So I could put them back here, I guess. But the issue with that is you stand a chance of battery acid, right? You start sliding back, big old batteries in and out. I could have, so I'm gonna try to do what I got going on right now. And you guys comment what you think. Am I asking for disaster? But I've got it strapped in the seats, and they can't get past the seats, and the seats are strapped in underneath. There's no air can catch any of this stuff, so as long as that strap holds, which it holds fine. And I thought about I could double strap it just in case, because only downside to right there, I can't see any of that. I actually, out in my mirrors, I can't even see the boat. I got to look through the rear view mirror, then I see a boat, which at first glance always seems like there's a car riding right on my bumper. But anyway. And then this is a deal we got from Charles, the push-pull kind of thing. I've got it tied on and strapped in off to the side. So yeah, we're good to go. Tomorrow I'll put, the tackle and the rods will go inside the truck. I could put them back here, but I'll probably just put them inside the truck. Now, if somebody ends up going with me, I can always just set the rods in the back. And especially the way it's angled up, if you put your reels down that way and sticking up, they will not blow out, and I'll have one strap anyway. So tomorrow it's on. First trip for Rugburn, we're going to find out if this is a lucky truck or a dud. If I go fishing and don't catch one fish tomorrow, I'm selling that truck. I'm going to get something different. That's how I'm going to do it. But we will catch a fish tomorrow, I promise you. A largemouth bass, maybe even crappie, maybe more. So anyway, I just wanted to get that video out there, show you guys that truck. Oh, one last thing. Oh boy, hang on. Whoa. I was at Bass Pro Shops. That's kind of the run I made. I went to Bass Pro Shops, had to buy a fishing license, and so while I was there, picked up a few things, a couple more of the little chatterbait micros. You guys have heard me talk about these several times. I don't know if you've actually, some of you maybe haven't seen the packaging. They could come in if you're out looking. But Bass Pro Shops does have these over in the crappie section with the crappie baits. They've got the 1/4 ounce, which they call the minis, over with the regular chatterbaits, and the micros are over with the crappie stuff. And if you followed along that crazy video where I was missing all kinds of fish from like almost a month ago now, 3 weeks ago or so. Why is that off? But anyway, that is the bait that was basically in question. And I think it was a 1/4 ounce. They have 1/4, 3/8, half, whatever. So I got another 1/4 ounce with the green head. I'm going to try that and the old one I already have, which was like a blue-headed one that's already beat up. So I'm going to give it one more shot. They're on like $3.99. I'm going to bought one more to try because they do attract fish. You put one of those Bass Assassin swim baits on it, and it's like definitely a fish catcher. And then I don't remember how long it's been since I've actually had any pink TRDs in my box. I had a package that they faded. They turned almost like clear. I don't even know what happened. But so Charles had bought some, was catching them one day. And if you remember that last video, Charles had bought some PB&J Zinkers. And I realized, you know what? I don't own any PB&J Zinkers. So they had them at Bass Pro. I bought one pack. May never even use these. You never know, because I'll stick with the Purple Haze, and as long as it's working, or spray grass. But it's always a good idea. You cannot go wrong with PB&J when them bass are hungry, right? So anyway, just picked up a few baits, got the boat ready to go, and we are going to be on it tomorrow. Anybody comment? No, nobody's commenting. Nobody wants to talk. So we're going to be on it tomorrow. I still got a, sometimes I don't leave batteries in the truck overnight, usually. So like I'll leave the boat strapped in, and I got this cable with a lock, so the boat's like locked in. They can't steal the boat. So then I'll load up the trolling motor, batteries, tackle box, rods, ready to go. Right, not gonna go early in the morning. I don't think it's gonna be like above 50, mid 50s until like 9, 10 a.m. So I'll probably get up my normal time, 4:45 a.m. and be waiting around to get, I'll load up everything and just be ready to get on the water when my, I still feel my fingers, that kind of deal. So anyway, hopefully you liked the video. Comment on what you think about the old truck. I know it's a 2002. It has 238,000 miles. That's why we'll be able to check out the Patagonias. See just how long this old Ford will last with already having 238,000 1,000 miles when my lead foot got hold of it and we start putting it through the paces. It'll probably be a little muddy tomorrow, so get a shot of these Patagonias going through a little bit of mud. It won't be too bad. It shouldn't be nothing that actually. The black truck you guys saw, it just had all seasons all the way around it for almost 2 years, going in and out of places. And these Fords, the newer ones, once you lock them in, that the rear's got like a locking type rear end thing, like it's game over. They don't. Not saying they won't get stuck, but as long as you keep your momentum and you're not driving through mud pits, these trucks are nowadays almost hard to get stuck. So watch me be stuck tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Get out of here, go bass and bonsai, and whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. Even if you're a little kid out playing basketball and I think you fell, you'll be all right. Shake it off. You'll be all right. Shake it off.